Hey folks, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, where last time another revelation was at hand. Our dream visitor, the woman who has been protecting Tava and the other dream visitors who've been protecting the rest of the group from the influence of the Absolute, was finally revealed to be a former adventurer turned illithid who currently goes by the name of the Emperor. Here in the astral realm, inside the Astral Prism, he's been maintaining the imprisonment of Orpheus, Prince of the Gith, in order to use his power to disrupt hive mind communications to both protect us and plot the downfall of the Chosen Three and the Absolute Cult. Confronted with this and offered a chance by the Emperor to further enhance her strength, Tava chose to sacrifice herself in order to become a half illithid or partial illithid, gaining multiple new powers with which to combat her foes. So we sort of run out of space in the toolbar for all of her stuff. It's kind of crazy. We now have Mind Blast, Black Hole, Displacer Beast Shape, Absorb Intellect. We can fly whenever we want. Kind of amazing stuff. She's become extremely powerful. Everybody also leveled up to 10, and we need to make our way out of here back to camp to kind of absorb the ramifications of what just happened, get a long rest, and make our way into Baldur's Gate in search of the other two chosen, as well as numerous side quests. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and loot this area as best we can. We'll interact with the Astral Globe of Domination here to see what we get out of it. I'm not sure why Tava's at the bottom here. There we go.
Let's get going. The orb hums with cerebral magic. Permeable. Impenetrable.
We do have these...
The Githyanki prince is as silent as a corpse, but for the murmur of his powers being siphoned away.
Yeah. We do have these bricks here, which seem to be maintaining the ward, or crystals, I guess. Not sure if we need to care about those. I'm not sure if there's anything hidden away here, secrets that we could travel to at the edges of the map. Doesn't really look like it. We'll just take a quick... Oh, there's a few things. Hold on, there's a pouch over here with a potion of healing. We can always take that. We do have an inscribed Githyanki slate, and actually, we still haven't been able to read this damn thing, have we? It starts a conversation and goes nowhere. Maybe we should send this to someone else. Let's try sending this to... I don't know, Shadowheart? See if she can read it?
The disc is formed from a slate and engraved with Githyanki writing. It closely resembles the disc that Lae'zel deciphered. This time, the symbols easily resolve into coherent words and sentences. The story of Orpheus further unfolds. The Prince of the Comet, Part 3.
Okay, can we read the rest of it? The histories tell us that Commander Voss, Gestal Kithrak, pierced Prince Orpheus clean through with his sword of silver, that his flesh was torn and fed to the great red dragon, Ephelamon. Blacketh's faithful roar out this tale, but beneath the roars we hear whispers carrying truth and prophecy. The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from Blacketh's tyranny. Praise be to Mother Gith, Queen of the One Sky. Praise be to your son Orpheus, the true heir, Prince of the Comet. All right, we finally were able to read it. Not sure what kind of bug that is, but for now I'm going to send that to camp, and we'll head back to Tava here and resume our looting. Oh, the Emperor's kind of following us around. Interesting. We have another inscribed Githyanki slate here. Perhaps this is part 4? Symbolic drawings etched over a forgotten text. Two figures, one an imposing female with a regal aspect, the other a devil, his face twisted with wry charm. Their hands meet in the exchange of an artifact, the Astral Prism. An imposing female with a regal aspect, the other a devil. So a devil gave the Astral Prism to some fancy royal lady? Not sure about what that's about. But let's pick this up and send it to camp so we have it for future reference. Where did that go? Who knows? Let's sort by type here. See if we can't find it. Yes. All right. Let's send that to camp. Over here we have a Chasm Creeper. I guess we can check in with the Emperor real quick if he wants to say anything else to us right now.
Since you ingested my gift instead of using it, there is nothing further I can do for you right now. Proceed.
So perhaps if we had not ingested it, we could have given some additional powers to the other members of our party, but we've already decided Tav is the only one who's going to risk herself that way. The remainder of the party will stay as free as possible in hopes that they can one day be completely cured of the illithid infection. We'll loot the Intellect Devourer over there. The Chasm Creeper over here. Void Bulb over here. There's a heavy stone here. Not sure what that's about. Wasn't covering anything. These defeated Gith may have some interesting stuff on them. No, not so far. More Intellect Devourers. The Prelate had Boots of Uninhibited Kushigo. Experienced and deadly, the wearer deals additional damage equal to their wisdom modifier with unarmed strikes. Very powerful boots for a monk. Nothing we're ever going to use. We'll send it to camp for now. Who else have we got? Ember Gishra Mihaik. Had nothing. Okay. I don't think we need to... We pulled them two down. Telekinesis proved very helpful there. Very nice ability use from Shadowheart in that fight. Let's check the High Gishra. Nothing there either. Okay. Some more Intellect Devourers. Some of whom, I guess, were defeated earlier. Some of whom fought on our side. Got a dead Gith over here. They have a Scroll of Flesh to Stone. Atrophy a foe, restraining them until they temporarily turn to stone. The target will petrify if it does not succeed its saving throw within 3 turns. Okay, well, just for the restraint alone, that could be pretty helpful. We should send that to Shadowheart, I think. We got another dead Gith over here. Some goodies. Potion of Greater Healing, Elixir of Necrotic Resistance, and some Drow Poison. More Intellect Devourers with little brains in them. There's a few things over here. Now, it does look like we can jump over here. Yeah, there's more to explore. All right, before we head back, there is more to explore here. Let's finish up on this platform first, however. Make sure we get everything. A Scroll of Fireball. Again, I think Shadowheart could use that. That's a nice area effect attack. She's got so many options. Same as Tava, that it's sometimes hard to remember everything, but... Oh, a Divine Bone Shard we want. But having it there is an option at some point in the future, right? There's another potion. Got 2 more Intellect Devourers. Lots of Intellect Devourer brains available, which makes me think we may be needing some Psychic Resistance in the future. I might want to craft some elixirs of Psychic Resistance and throw them into everybody's pouches so that if it becomes... If we're seeing, like, huge psychic damage numbers in some fight, like 20, 30 damage and multiple people are hitting them. Not like this. I mean, in this fight, they were dealing an additional 6 per strike. So, you know what? Actually, 6 per strike for 5 strikes. It might have been nice to have those on hand for this fight. We could have maybe slowed them down a little bit, those Githzerai monks, if we'd had those potions of elixir, or those elixirs of psychic resistance. Could have been really nice. So I might make a few of those and just stick them in everybody's backpack, so that if the time comes that we're again facing off against that kind of enemy, we can decide whether or not to make the trade-off of giving up our current elixir for that one. Someone like Tava in an important fight could do it, because she uses Elixir of Vigilance, so after she's rolled initiative and has not been surprised, she could trade that for a psychic resistance elixir. Karlach, we probably wouldn't for Bloodlust. Shadowheart, probably, almost definitely we would. Her elixir of Greater Arcane, or yeah, Greater Arcane, whatever, the thing that gives her an extra second level spell slot, not as valuable as resisting damage in that fight. And then Astarion, 1 lower to roll crits, if that's what he's rocking, probably still worth switching over to the psychic resistance. I gotta say, in the early part of the campaign, Astarion was very, very strong. However, in the last level or two, his sneak attack damage seems to have fallen off a little bit. I'm not sure what to do about it, but he only gets 1 attack compared to the 2 attacks for these and some of the strong spells that Shadowheart can cast. So, yeah, I'm a little... I guess he's more of a utility character than a super big combat buff, but I would like to find some way to buff his damage output. I'm not sure how to go about doing that. I don't think Illithid stuff would help him. I mean, he can silence on hit. He does have cunning actions to dash, disengage, or hide. The sneak attack's not bad, it's just, it's fallen off a little bit in terms of damage. Oh well. Let's continue exploring. Where are we going next? Over here? These are all empty, so I guess we've been here before. We've been to parts of this before, I guess? This must be where we had... This must be where we had the cave, right? Where we originally met the dude? Looks like I missed some stuff over here. There's a dead Githyanki with a potion of animal speaking. There's an intellect devour with a brain, and there's another slate here. The image on this slate has been carved with such intensity that it almost pierces the slate itself. Depictions of spells and weapons frame a lonely central figure, his head bowed, his arms outstretched, chained between 2 rocks. That's obviously got to be Orpheus. Send that to camp, keep a hold of that. Let's see, what else is there? There's some areas over here and down here, looks like. Seem to be losing folks here and there with our jumping. Oh, there's more here that we somehow missed on a previous run. Or we might have grabbed these on the way over just now. I'm not sure. Caustic bulb. I mean, it's not that important. We don't need it. This raider had an acid vial, sure. Broken shield and get Yankee short sword. Here we have a gilded chest. Inside we have a scroll of false life. That's nice for Astarion. We have an agate. 72 gold. Looking at the map, there are some other places. I don't know if we can get to them, though. Like, I don't think we can jump over there. Can't jump down there. Or there. So it looks like we're heading back now. And then we'd like to come up here. Oh yeah, there's a lot here as well. We've got more dead Gith. Oh, this one has something interesting. Crawler mucus. Coats your weapon with poison. Targets must succeed on a constitution saving throw or become paralyzed and poisoned for 10 turns. Amazing. That one's very nice. There's another divine bone shard here. Caustic bulb, void bulb. They're not ingredients, I don't think. They're just throwables. Not super useful. We've got a scroll of ice storm. Very nice. Yeah, definitely worth all this exploration to gather these items. Snatch up this chasm creeper. What else have we got going on here? More intellect devourers. Let me just double check with the caustic ball. This is not an alchemy ingredient, right? No, it's 1d4 acid. That's basically trash. Intellect devourer here. Chasm creeper, another slate. The slate is scarred with faded symbols carved over with a drawing. It depicts an army, training. Their commander stands proudly at the center, his face marked with scars, his eyes burning with bright passion. High above, a comet streaks across the sky. Another reference to Orpheus there. Send that to camp. And with that, unless there's something down here that we can jump to, which maybe, we can see the hand here, and then this is the skull. I think we're done. Unless we can get to there? Oh, we can. Hold on. There is more. Wow, that is quite a jump, Tava. Well done. Some wood bark, mud mephit wing, a goblet. Bit of gold. We'll take all that. Anywhere else that you can see to jump to? Can't jump down onto the hand. We can jump back over here.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I guess we're done?
That should work.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything else we can get to from here. We've gotten separated from the rest of the crew, so we might have to maneuver them back one at a time. Can't jump over to this. So, yeah. We've picked those clean. Okay, where am I actually trying to get? Over there somehow? Okay, I jumped there. Let's go to Karlach. Where did she go? Oh, game seems messed up.
What now?
Making me sweat.
She is not jumping. For some reason. There's something wrong with her jump. Okay, Astarion, can you move? Okay. Let's untoggle.
Well. Up to.
She's not jumping.
Can't afford to
What about
stay.
Shadowheart? Shadow will jump. Okay. She'll jump there.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
All right, I don't know what's going on with her. Probably what we have to do is make our way back to camp.
Light on my feet.
So we've seen everything there is to see here as best I can tell. Let's head back to Portal to the Material Plane, and that should bring everyone with us, I think.
It's
Okay.
been a long day. I'll need to rest soon.
We're back to Worm's Lookout. Let's double check that Karlach is here. She is. Okay. And our journal update has, item received mysterious artifact? Wait, what? Oh, we got the Astral Prism back. Okay. Free Orpheus. We found out that the Astral Prism is a prison for the Githyanki Prince Orpheus. The mind flayer that calls itself the Emperor has been using Orpheus's powers to suppress the influence of the Absolute. Whether we decide to trust the Emperor or not, we should find out if there's a way to free Orpheus from his chains. Well, we need his protection according to what the Emperor said, so I don't know when we're going to do this, or if, but, Yeah, we know a lot about that. We have to destroy the Elder Brain or control the Elder Brain. I think it's going to be destroy for us. We're heroes. This is not an evil campaign. Let's go ahead and level up. So our health increases to 74. We pick up another Lay on Hands charge. And now we get Aura of Courage. You and nearby allies can't be frightened. The aura disappears if you fall unconscious. A permanent aura. Interesting. Okay. To prepare our spells. Elemental Weapon and Revivify are not prepared, nor is Aid, Lesser Restoration, or Protection from Poison. I think that's all fine. Carlock hits level 10. I think we want to keep our Beast Heart, but we gained a passive animal aspect. Let's see what we have. Carrying capacity is doubled, advantage on strength checks. Resistance to falling damage, throwing camp supplies, blinds targets. That's a weird one. Crocodile. Your movement speed increases by 3 meters while standing in water-based surfaces. On slippery surface, you have advantage on saving throws against being knocked prone. I like that one. You can see in the dark, gain advantage on perception checks. You can use Aspect of the Elk. Grant yourself and nearby allies a plus 1.5 bonus to movement speed. Until long rest? Is that like a permanent buff? Or is that an act? That's a passive feature. More movement's always good. Honey Badger. If you're poisoned, frightened, or charmed at the start of your turn, you have a 50% chance to begin raging without expending a rage charge. Not that useful, as we'll always be raging when we want to at the start of combat. Aspect of the Beast Tiger. You add an additional strength modifier to attack rolls against bleeding or poisoned targets and gain proficiency in survival. Very situational. Makes it easier to hit bleeding or poisoned targets. But the only people who bleed things is us, and we do that pretty rarely, like once per short rest. And then poison's hard to land with all the saving throws that people have at this level. Astarion could poison someone, then that would give her an additional chance to hit, but no additional damage. Aspect of the Wolf, proficiency in stealth. You and nearby allies add your dexterity modifier as a bonus to stealth checks. Not so great. And then when you attack a bleeding or poison target, you maim it for 1 turn. Alright, I'm going to keep Crocodile here. So we get advantage on being knocked prone on slippery surfaces and gain a little bit of movement in water. Alright, Astarion, Rogue level 10. What are you picking up? You gained another spell slot. Okay. In terms of cantrips, what do we want? Bone Chill, Poison Spray, Ray of Frost, Shocking Grasp, Blade Ward, Friends, Dancing Lights, Light, or True Strike. True Strike is ridiculous. What a waste of a turn. It's unlikely I'd spend an action on Blade Ward. We don't have a reaction to use this. I mean, most of these we're not going to use because for ranged attacks, we're going to be making a sneak attack. Prevent the target from healing until your next turn could be good. An undead receives disadvantage on attack rolls. Situationally could be useful. Poison. This could have worked with some of Karlach's stuff. Reducing the target's movement speed. Cannot use reactions. This could be good. Advantage on creatures with metal armor. Alright, let's get Shocking Grasp. In terms of spells, Blur, Crown of Madness, Hold Person, Invisibility, Mirror Image, Phantasmal Force. Control spells are great. This is for humanoids. These are for humanoids only. Crown of Madness is probably the stronger one. Invisibility is nice for him. But it's greater invisibility that we really want. This gives him like 1 turn. Mirror Image is not bad, actually. Especially something we do at the start of combat. Like, if we know we're going into a combat, we can do it before combat. That could be really nice. I think I'll take Mirror Image here. And then, oh, level 10 we get a feat. Alright. Oh, I didn't realize this was a possibility for him. We already took Sharpshooter. So we may want an ASI here. We could get Dex to 20. which is a small bonus to attack and damage. I think that's worth doing. Let's go ahead and take his dex to 20. And Shadowheart, what happens to you at level 10? New class feature, Divine Intervention. You can cast Divine Intervention to invoke your god's aid. Once used, this can never be used again. Once per character, really interesting. And we got another level 5 spell slot. And earned a cantrip here. Advantage on intimidation performance checks, light, or produce flame. I guess we'll pick up light. And I think we leave our prepared spells as they are. What are we not using? Contagion is poison. This would be good with, this would be actually really nice with some of the features we didn't pick up on Karlach. I sort of forgot about these things. Insect Plague. Greater Resto. We can put in if we need. Spell Evil and Good. Disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Death Ward is always nice. If we put that on Tava, she can take 2 death blows and stay up. What will we take out? Prayer of Healing? Do I want to put a death? Do I want to spend a level 4 slot on this? Or do I want to take another level 5? This is a melee attack, so probably not that great, actually. This one is ranged. It doesn't say what the area is. But let's take Insect Plague for now. Okay. Well, there you go. There is our level ups. Let's take a long rest, and then I'll have to rebuff everybody, I guess. And we could also have something happen as we go to sleep tonight. Oh, there's dead here to loot. Hold on. I forgot that we fought these guys before we made it into the Astral Prism, or Astral Plane. Yeah, the monks didn't bring anything with them, it seems like. One of them had a nice pair of boots for monks, but that's it. Yeah, okay. It doesn't seem... Shadowheart doesn't need to talk. It doesn't seem like there's any alerts on there, so we'll go ahead and rest. Okay, back to full. That's good news. I'm going to go ahead and break the video here. When we come back, I'll have buffed up. Everybody will be ready to go. Oh, it does look like Shadowheart wants to talk now. Yeah, so these do appear here on the map if your companions want to talk. So we'll do this first. Wait, what happened to her hair? Her hair is white. What's going on?
I need a moment for the two of us.
So, there's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or Astral Prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
I'd like to ask you why your hair turned white. Oh god, look at her face with the partial illithid transition. Ugh. Not happy with that. I liked the way Tava looked quite a lot. Guess this is a sacrifice we had to make for the power, but damn. I thought she was quite pretty before. Now she's got this horrible, horrible scarring all over her face and the darkness in her eyes. I'm not too keen on that. I mean, the powers are great, don't get me wrong. And she made her choice, she'll stay with it, but damn. I hope Shadowheart doesn't mind. I mean, we don't care that her hair turned white, but this is hard to deal with. I guess that's it. She just wanted to tell us she was concerned about saving her parents, and that she was a little bit shocked by what happened in the Astral Prism. It's an interesting question. Why did Shar send her to get it? Was Shar aware of the plot of the Chosen and wanted Orpheus's power for herself to try to disrupt it? Or probably if she knew about it, she would have wanted to take over their plan, right? If they could use that to infiltrate the Chosen, take the Netherstones, and control the Elder Brain, then Shar would be able to, you know, achieve her objectives for the world instead of the Dead Three. But we don't know for sure. Yeah, it's a shame about her face, but the powers are so good. All right, I'll break the video here. We'll get buffed up and ready to rock, and then we'll head out. See you in a bit. Welcome back, folks. We're all buffed up and ready to rock, so we're going to head out from camp and get started and see what happens on the road to Baldur's Gate.
Better not be cursed.
There we go. That achievement signals that we finally left Act 2 and arrived in Act 3. It took a while, huh?
Must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves and take their netherstones.
All right. Now, before we actually head out on the road, there's one more buff I need to cast. This is something I've been sleeping on.
Whatever comes.
We're going to go ahead and cast a 5th level aid spell on our party. And that's going to increase our maximum hit points by 20. It's a level 2 spell. And for each spell slot above the second, you get another 5 hit points. So it's going to add 20 hit points to everybody's maximum health. So Taba will go from 74 to 94, 93 for Starion, 93 for Shadowheart, and 125 for Karlach. Look at that, amazing. Now, because we use that ability, we're going to quickly put on the Spellcrux Amulet. We're going to restore our 5th level spell slot that we used there. If I can find where that ability is. Spell slot restoration. Here we go. So we'll give ourselves back a 5th level spell slot. And then we'll swap this out for another amulet. Of the ones we have, Selûne's Dreams, the healing cantrip, you get that once per short rest. Sentient Amulet grants Shatter and Key Restoration. This gives Everard's Black Tentacles, which has proved fairly useful in the past. We don't need Speak with Dead or Detect Thoughts, and we don't need Lightning Blast, so we'll put back on the Strange Tendril Amulet. Now, in the past, I think I've misused Black Tentacles, or misunderstood it, rather. Right, it's this one. It does a small amount of damage, but it turns the area into difficult terrain, attacking and smothering creatures within. Restrained by Dark Tentacles, can't move and takes bludgeoning damage per turn. Attack rolls against the entity have advantage, and the entity's attack rolls and dexterity saving throws have disadvantage. Alright, so that's good to know. So it doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but the restrain, the difficult terrain, giving us advantage against them, all that's great. So using that in terms of positioning it correctly is important. It's a very big, wide range, but I should keep that in mind. We've got so many abilities right now, it's kind of crazy. That being said, let's take a look here at the map. All right, so we're on the road to Baldur's Gate. Let's backtrack a little bit, start spreading out the map.
The city is close now. My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could help us.
Okay. So we want to find Shadowheart's former allies, the Dark Justiciars, the devotees of Shar, etc. and so forth. Here we have a rogue's morsel. Now we've got some things on the ground here. A carafe of water. A fallen tree. It looks like there's a campsite here. Looks like there's a little settlement down here. Okay, so we're probably not getting into combat real early here.
I'll take that.
Pick up the rogue's morsel and inspect this campsite. The backpack. Now, this actually is very interesting to me. I've been looking for these for a while. So, we've got a potion of superior healing, which we can take up. And then I actually want to take the backpack itself. And then what I want to do with the backpack is put all my wares in it. Everything I want to sell can go in here. And that way it's not cluttering up my inventory. Let's see. So all these are wares. If I put them in here, I guess they're taken out of ware status for the time being. But we can just open up this bag and sell anything in here, right? More wares. More wares here. And then what are these things I'm selling? Bardic Inspiration. Radiant Damage Gloves. Noxious Fumes Gloves. Okay, I made the decision long ago to sell these, so we'll just stick with that. Got more wares here. Okay. What else have we got? Some necklaces. This arcane charge when they're hit by a melee attack. Okay. Undead Ward. Wilburn's Hammer. Mercolite Scourge. Maragon Halberd. Hand Axe +1. Get the Yankee Longsword. That can all go in here. Looks like we've got some scrolls. Web. Thunder Wave. Speak with Dead we don't need. Mage Armor we don't need. What else do we have that's wares? Looks like that's it, except for this. Don't need the Elixir of Dark Vision. Alright. So that kind of clears up the inventory quite a bit. Right? Makes it a little bit clearer. We've got a few more things here. Okay, so we've got our potions and elixirs, our good berries, our healing, some arrows, a bunch of scrolls, some other equipment that we could theoretically use at some point. What is this? Yeah, she's carrying around a lot of excess equipment at the moment. Okay. So everything inside this backpack is for sale. And then... Can I consolidate these irons? These infernal metals? No, alright. Let's send those over to maybe Karlach for now. The Void Bulb, the Shadow Heart, and then all of this other stuff. Unsigned Trade Visa, Prayer of Forgiveness, Paladin Oaths, Apostle Diary. I think I'll send some of this stuff to camp for now. We can always get it back if we need it later. Okay. So with that, we've cleaned up her inventory quite a bit. Less scrolling around and nonsense like that. And we know everything in this backpack can be sold. We'll have to see when we get to the trader if that interface works. But let's see what else we've got here. We've got a couple more backpacks. We'll take a potion of superior healing for sure. And we can send some pork loin to camp. Alright, we're doing well. Should arrest you all for...
negligence. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing.
There's some... Yeah, so I don't know if this is the outskirts of the city, the slums, or if this is Worm's Crossing that Jahira told us about. But we're about to head down into the first civilized place we've really been in a while, if you don't count the last light in.
Excuse me. I can't find my mum.
Okay, where'd you last see her?
She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though.
Okay, this feels like a scam. Because the kid didn't have the story straight. Yeah, let's go find a guard. They'll be able to help you.
Guards blow like petards. They don't help us.
This definitely sounds like a scam. Oh, look at Shadowheart's new look. So cute. 5 gold doesn't hurt us that much, but I feel weird relying on or rewarding a scam artist. Let's give her some food. Yeah, you must be hungry. Take some food.
Wow. Thanks. My mum would like this. She's the best cook in the world. And she taught me too. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Okay. We've arrived in Rivington and met a young woman, or a young girl. She has a cat who we could have spoken to, but didn't get a chance to. Maybe we'll meet her. Maybe we'll meet up with her later. And maybe she wasn't lying. Maybe she just has like a bit of a speech impediment, or isn't very self-assured.
Just a little more. One foot in front of our soul.
I've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time, we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
So this little family seems to be refugees or something, and they're walking maybe to Baldur's Gate, where some kind of fate awaits them. Something good awaits them, maybe?
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
All right, there's a...
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to...
That's why we need to walk just a little more. All right, let's start our investigation of Rivington by meeting this family.
My feet hurt.
Let's talk to the mother.
I know.
We have Nona Baragesian, Phil Baragesian, and Charles Baragesian.
Anything you... We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
Okay, lying to your son.
Can't talk. I'm sorry. The little one needs all of my attention.
And kid, you?
Do you know where we're going? What kind of inn is it? Will there be feather beds?
I'm a stranger with a horrific dark veins on her face. Why would I know the answer to that? All right, so they're not a side quest. They're not that interesting. Let's talk to, well, what else can we do here? I mean, we need to explore Rivington here. I'm sure there's plenty of stuff to do. Why don't we start by looking at the signpost?
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing.
Okay, Worms Crossing was the place that Jaheira mentioned. But why don't we go south to the coast first? We can check inside these crates, see what they contain. Nothing really of value. Got plenty of folks on the street here. Refugees of different races. Okay, the refugees can't be interacted with directly, and they keep walking in circles, so that's fine. Here's another refugee here. Some chickens. We don't seem to be able to speak to the chickens. Karlach has speak with animals set up, but can't speak to these chickens. All right. So if we want to go south to the coast to check that out, that'll be like in this general direction. Let's do this. Let's start. It's a big area. It's hard to kind of figure out where I want to go first without missing stuff. All right, so there's a bunch of rusty weapons here. Flaming fist, helmet, other weapons. This is some sort of smithy, perhaps? Or maybe a flaming fist training ground. Yeah, okay. Oh, look at that. There's a bunch of corpses back there. Let's check in with Fist Osmond. Let me get the lay of the land here in Rivington.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction.
Why not?
It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened.
I love how her face doesn't upset people, really. Like that small child, this guard, nobody cares, right, that we're half illithid. It bothers me. I have to admit, it bothers me seeing this in the cutscenes. She used to be so pretty. I mean, she's still a very beautiful person, Tava, as a paladin, as a righteous fighter for good, but man, those veins, they are hard to look at. All right, Steel Watch, is that some sort of fancy new rank of city watchman?
A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
Well, either way, it sounds like the fighting's over, so why can't we go this way?
Head to the city, why don't you?
She's not going to let us go. Okay, so I don't know whether she'll turn hostile if we start trying to go over here. Like, will she physically stop us, or was that just a warning that things are dangerous? We can't go through that gate. If we climb up here, there's somebody else. She doesn't seem to be reacting to our movement yet. Let's talk to Fist Lionel.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
And yet, you're not going to stop me from opening the door? Okay. Obviously, we don't want to steal from the watch. But we can explore this building a little bit. And we can see the aftermath of the battle that was discussed over here. So I guess we can't get to the coast right now, or we'd have to kind of sneak our way to get there. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard for us. There is a heavy chest here. Carlock's being watched. Let's have the mage hand close the door here. And then let's have the group sneak up.
Looking ahead.
Just take a quick look in here, see what there is. A scroll of sunbeam? Yeah, we'll steal that. Hopefully we don't get noticed for our theft. First thing we do in Rivington is steal, but a chest like that's too good.
Have to keep going.
So, could I jump down here to bypass the "you're not allowed" kind of thing? I'm having trouble with the camera. Hang on, let me go to the overhead view. Could I jump down here? Invalid target. No, it's not going to let us go this way. So it seems we're not allowed to go to the coast. All right, fair enough.
I've got a long road ahead.
Maybe this will open up later. For now, I guess that means we're going to head to Worm's Crossing. All right, well, folks, I think I'm going to take a break here. We've arrived in Rivington, and we've got a sense that there's refugees. The absolute cultists attacked. There's something called the Steel Watch, which threw them back. We've got a lot more of Rivington to explore, and then the whole rest of this entire new act, third act. So there's a lot to look forward to. Until then, as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Cozy bed soon enough.